Hi, hey Russ here. Welcome back to my shop. I finally got it up. This is the shelf I wanted to build for my Legacy Workstation. I was thinking about this the other day. I've spent more money for that Legacy than I did any other piece of equipment in my shop by far. And yet, that's the one tool, the one machine that I haven't set up and made dedicated. My miter saw has dedicated stuff put on it, a shroud and a shop vac, and it's got all sorts of support equipment. My table saw and my router table, also, that's a workstation. I think it's time that we did that for the Legacy. I think it's worthy of having its own workstation. So I built the cabinet last year. Down below on this, you can see there, and that's been a big help with organizing around here. It's not quite enough. Plus, I want to dedicate a shop vac, and not only shop vac, but blowing out the shop vac so I can have a blower. And I'd like to start trying to use that around the Legacy at times to help get that dirty stuff out of the tracks. The blower might work better than suction. We're going to try it, and it might actually be handy to have. So my shop vac will do both sucking, or if I throw a diverter valve, it'll blow out another hose instead, so that I can use it as a blower. And we'll see how that works around the shop. I think that might be a handy tool to have. I'm going to have switches on the front panel for everything. I'm putting lights up underneath. And I'm also going to put some reflective tinfoil up under there. I'll make some tinfoil panels and put them up to help reflect the light. So I'll have lots of light shining down. And everything will be on its own switches and everything. So this is the base that I had to build for all of that. And it's nice and flat and square and level. And that was an accomplishment, quite honestly, because what made this so difficult to do is that I had to have it square for that shelf, but it's got to hang directly over my Legacy, which doesn't set parallel to my walls in here. It's actually skewed at an angle right here. And so this shelf had to kind of be skewed too, but yet I'm attaching it to straight rafters. So it made it a challenge to get it up there and get it square and get it set over the area exactly where I wanted it to be. But we got it. And that's the hard part. I used the heck out of my panel saw. If you haven't seen that video, you should go back and watch that one. But I did, the panel saw has been very helpful in doing this because basically I used a 4x6 sheet, the leftover sheet I had, 4 foot wide, and I cut pieces off of that, whittling down on the 6 foot end of it. And then I take those pieces and cut them down to make all the pieces of this rack to make it. So I was using the heck out of that panel saw, and it worked so good and was quick and easy to cut 4-inch, 3-inch strips or whatever I needed to cut. I could just set the track saw up, do the cut. And so that's been really great, that panel saw. I'm really glad I put that up finally and got it going. I have a couple improvements I'm going to do to that, just so you know. And then when I do, I'll do a video because I also have another idea of what I can do with that panel saw area and multitask that area. So it's not only going to be for a panel saw, but it'll be for something else too. So stay tuned and you'll see that. Anyway, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I'm anxious to get it going. The hard part's over. The next thing I'll do for the Legacy is I'm going to try to get that shop vac set up, that whole system. And once that's done, then I'll do the desk hood. And then when that's done, then I'll skin it. So stay tuned. I appreciate you stopping by. Don't forget to like this video if you did. But most importantly, come back again because we'll know we're done. There's going to be plenty more to come. Thanks. We'll see you soon.